Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Mike33 here, and today we're gonna be playing another For Honor video. We're gonna be playing another For Honor video. Wow, what a pro intro here, boys. But anyway, so we're doing another For Honor video. Where we start, this is just like a discussion video, and in the background I'll just be playing 1v1s against bots, completing my orders, cause honestly I have to focus when I'm playing actual 1v1s and other game modes. So I just do this. I realized I could add a track to my to previous video clips, like play a game of Dominion until I find a good gameplay that's good to watch, and then go on to Share Factory and record a track over it. But I prefer to do my videos without like using Share Factory. Like I'm thinking about doing using Share Factory more often, so that I can sort of get more edited intros. But we'll see.
Round two.
And then we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. But for now, we're just gonna stick with doing live comms. But so yeah, so let's get straight into it. So first things first, as most of you know, For Honor is having a free weekend this weekend. You can go ahead and download it now on the PlayStation Store or Steam, but Xbox Store doesn't have it available to preload right now, but you will be able to get it, those of you who are Xbox owners. But anyway, so yeah, I watched a video about it done by Baus Phoenix. Some of you guys might watch some of his For Honor videos. Oh no. But he's a really good For Honor YouTuber. I'm subscribed to him along with quite a few other For Honor YouTubers. But so in this video, he discusses how we'll be getting a bunch of new players, and how he and pretty much everyone else in the community wants everyone to just like chill with these new players. Don't bring the toxicity in. Like, don't be doing your hardcore vortexes in when you're playing against a new player, and don't be like emote spamming, because if I were coming in from the outside and I were to go up against a rep 10 warden, and he were to just keep on like guard breaking me and like keeping me in a constant loop with that shoulder charge overhead light, and I was still new to the game, so I wasn't good enough to counter it, like, and then afterwards if they were to start emote spamming, like, honestly, I wouldn't be having a good time, and I wouldn't drop any cash to play this game if that's the kind of thing I would be putting up with.
Victory.
But oh, there he is. Okay, honestly, it happens every time at this point. But anyway, so yeah, keep the toxicity out of the game, boys and girls, please and thank you. And okay, on to the next topic. Is another thing Baus Phoenix mentioned, this is an excellent chance for people to try out new characters. Like some people, like Baus is trying out the Orochi, because right now if you were to play, like, for most people, if you were to try, like, let's say you made Lawbringer for the majority of the first 2 seasons, and you wanted to give Orochi a try, for example, you'd have problems because you're facing people who still only main Lawbringer, for example, and you're gonna have a really hard time. And so something that he said, so those of you who actually have been playing the game for a while and have a high rep main, try going for someone at least a little bit lower that you want to get better with, or you want to like raise your rep with that character. Like me, for example, what I'm doing right now is I'm leveling up my my Lawbringer as much as I can, so that I can. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, I'm leveling up my Lawbringer as much as I can, because once I hit him to rep 5, I can start getting those really, really nice armor pieces, and I really want that. But for the time of the free weekend, I'm gonna be mainly using the Raider, because honestly, I want to get my Raider to rep 2, because Raiders look really nice when you get them higher rep, and I know rep 2 isn't very very high up there on reputation, like in regards to armor rewards, but my Lawbringer, when he reached rep 2, he was starting to get some nice armor in with that rare stuff, the blue stuff, the heroic armor. So I'm gonna get my Raider up there to rep 2. I think I'm gonna focus on getting my Lawbringer up to rep 5 first, and then I'll focus my efforts on it. But for the time being, I plan to get my I'm working on getting my Lawbringer up to rep 5, and I'm wanting to get my Raider up to rep 2. But now let's move on to the second topic of conversation right here, which is the Warriors Den live stream tomorrow. There, as most of you know, we're going to be getting the full trailers for the new DLC heroes, aka the Highlander and the Gladiator. Me personally, I'm very excited for both. Can't wait for those trailers, because honestly, the hero trailers that Ubisoft made for all the For Honor classes, they are probably the best, like the most hyped trailers, some of the most hyped trailers I've ever seen. Like, those are really good trailers. Like, I personally love all of the trailers, and always look forward to the lore and stuff that they have, that narrator do during those trailers. Like, they have the Samurai Knight and Viking narrator, and I love hearing the lore and stuff behind certain characters, and I'm really excited for both of their trailers. But for now, I'm gonna talk about why I want to, and why I would and why I wouldn't main each of those two characters. And it's pretty simple. Well, I've got multiple reasons for each. So let's start with the Gladiator. So the Gladiator I would main because he seems a lot like a Spartan, like the closest to a Spartan that we can get, not counting Valkyrie, but I'd say he's closer to being a Spartan than the Valkyrie is, but the Valkyrie's loadout is more Spartan. But reasons I wouldn't main him are because he is an assassin, and like, don't get me wrong, I do like assassins, like I love the Berserker, but I think that I've always been more of a hybrid guy, like my Lawbringer. And I love it when characters have nice unblockable moves, like the Lawbringer, like that unblockable that can string up, and like stuff like the shove. I love it when characters have that. And so those are some of the reasons why I won't likely main Gladiator. And then second reason, I'm onto the second thing for the Gladiator, reasons why I would main him. For starters, he is really fucking badass, like, and his trident looks awesome. Plus, I'm willing to bet one of his feats is gonna end up being a net. Like, everyone wanted him to have a net, and I'm sure the developers were thinking a net would be pretty badass. I imagine there's gonna be a net feat. So there's one reason, and they've got a punch. I really hope that the punch works just like the shove, in the sense that you can start and finish so many combos with the shove. Like off a block, you can shove. Off of a hit, you can shove. Like shoves open up opportunities for guard breaks and like stuff like this. You're right. So shove can be used to open up for a guard break. Shove can be used to open up for this. Okay, get ready. Open up for that, and then shove can also just be used to start up combos, and can also be used right after blocks to interrupt combos. So it's a really nice move that I love using a lot, and so I really hope that the Gladiator's punch works a lot like that, because that was what I was hoping for the Centurion. In some cases it was, but unlike the Lawbringer, the Centurion has a kick instead of his punch that opens up stuff. Oh jeez, we've gotten up levels and a half today. But yeah, so that's what I want from the Gladiator, and reasons why I would main him. And then let's move on to the Highlander. One reason that I wouldn't, like the biggest reason why I wouldn't main him, is simply because like the matchmaking this game, it's like really high. So people with like 60 overall rep or like 50 overall rep and 40 overall rep are clumped together, and then people from about 2 or 3 overall rep to like 39 rep, those people are clumped together, and then like level 1s to 2 overall rep, those guys are clumped together too. Yeah, so those guys are that's something that's unfortunate about the matchmaking, because I'm in that lower portion of the middle section, and at this point people are really good at parries. Like majority of the people I play can parry, so it's not very smart for me to use unblockables. And that's the thing about the Highlander, is he supposedly has big unblockables, and so if I'm getting parried all the time, that's not really worth it now. And then yeah, no, we'll just use Adaptable Warrior. So yeah, I would use an unblockable, and then I'd end up getting parried. But assuming I feint stuff good, then it could be a different story. And then also the turtle meta changes are changing, so if I go into my defensive stance, then I also still have a disadvantage, because defensive is not as strong as it currently is, and so I'm pretty much at a disadvantage either way. Depends on how offensive and how many options I have when I'm in my offensive stance. But yeah, those are pretty much and the fact that he's probably gonna be a lot slower than the Lawbringer. But yeah, those are pretty much the only reasons why I wouldn't main the I'm sorry if the gameplay of my Centurion is bad. I'm not very good with him. I don't play with him very much, as evidenced by the fact that he is level 5. But I'm trying. Oh no, I didn't want to get the light in. Damn it. But yeah, so those are the reasons why I wouldn't main the Highlander, and some of the reasons why I would main the Highlander is A, he looks badass as fuck. B, his weapon looks great. C, he's a Viking, and I love the Viking faction, and like him, like if you look at the Vikings, like for example, if you were to look at a Viking, like a pre-game load up, the way that's set up, if you were to look at that, if you were to see like all the samurai in a line like that, ready for battle, they're the least intimidating, honestly, of the three factions. But if you were to look at the knights, they're pretty intimidating, but the Vikings are by far the most intimidating, like standing up close, ready for battle. Like they've got two guys with shields, one guy with a huge axe, now one guy with a huge sword. Like they're a really intimidating faction. And so, yeah, that's another reason like Vikings are great. I don't know why I keep zone attacking. But, so yeah, and then another thing was in an article, well, not really an article, but when they revealed the Centurion, not the Centurion, when they revealed the Highlander, like when they revealed him on their website, they classified him as a patient warrior, and that's something you can say about the Lawbringer, and I like the Lawbringer. Like you can play him both passively and aggressively, and that is something that I love in this game. Like I love playing. I love the option to play defensively. Like if I'm playing against an assassin, I can like parry them and stuff, and be defensive if I need to. But I can also just completely take the lead with my shove and unblockables and stuff, and that's what I'm expecting from the Highlander. But honestly, you guys, when it comes down to it, there's a few things that are gonna, in the end, help me make a decision on whether or not I'm gonna switch my main from the Lawbringer to one of these people, and which one it would be. I'm sorry for this Warlord gameplay. I haven't played Warlord much since beta, but I can still do decently by cutting his head off when my blade and shield are on his ribcage. Logic. Thank you, Staircase, for cutting his head off from his ribs. But anyway, so we're gonna see, like, tomorrow when we get the full trailers and a certain extent of character breakdown. Oh no, okay. Yeah, like there's gonna be a certain like a loadout breakdown. Well, not loadout, but like moveset breakdown. And when I see that, like that's gonna help to see exactly how much I like the way they're gonna play. And then their lore. Their lore is a big thing. Like when I saw the like lore trailers for the Centurion and Shinobi, they were honestly super good. Like I wasn't actually looking forward to those characters until I saw their like lore trailers. And so yeah, if I see their trailers and I really like them, that if I like let's say they played off like the Highlander is some kind of legend among Vikings, like they live up north of Valkenheim and are like elite, hardcore elite Viking warriors, then there's a very good chance that I'll main him. And then like let's say the Gladiators lore trailer has something to do with him being like freaking invincible, like talks about him going into the Coliseum and just being undefeated, and then being sent away or volunteering to go into battle, like in actual war, like that kind of stuff, then there's a good chance I might main the the gladiator. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into it, and also when I play them, like when I actually get my hands on both of them, I try them out, see what they're like. Honestly, the thing about this is, like, I know that when you play Warden, if you play them for a certain amount of time, like, all their moves, they're really solid. But for me, choosing a main, it needs to click. Like, when I played with Berserker, like back in the beta, it clicked. Like, it felt good playing as Berserker. Like, Berserker's classified as hard, but I just felt at home with him. And then, like, no, I was gonna guard breaker back. But yeah, I felt at home. It was really enjoyable. And so he's one of my mains. But like, I had no experience with the Lawbringer until I got the full game. And when I first played with him, I like instantly liked him. Like, he was a great hero right off the start. He really did impress me. So that's one of the reasons. That's pretty much the reason why I mained him instead of the Berserker, was because I got in and really enjoyed it, and then I was able to play longer and just pick up his moves and his more advanced moves and everything, and that's when he really got hard to beat. Like, and that's like, if these characters don't click, like if I play against them and like if I play with them and they click, like I play the first round, first game, and I'm already comboing people with either one, then I'm likely gonna main them, and then as I progress playing with them more, I'm likely gonna win more matches, and learn more combos and get more comfortable with them, and I'll have a better time and be more likely to main that person. But if I play the first couple of matches with that character and like I'm not successfully getting any of these combos, like I was really excited for the Centurion, and I played with him for a little bit. Like, I leveled him up 5 times. I enjoyed him the first day. Like, honestly, he didn't click with me. Like, there are people who combo the shit out of him and get you in a vortex that you really can't escape unless you're like godly. And so, like, I tried him out, but he didn't click with me like the Lawbringer did, so I never took the interest in prestiging him up. So like, these guys, they have to impress me. I don't know why I fainted that. Because they can't even parry anyway. But yeah, so they need to within the first 5 games start to be comboable, if that makes any sense. Like, I need to be able to get some nice combos in with them within the first within my first match playing with them, or within my first couple of matches playing with them, because if not, then they're not going to click, and I'm not going to waste my time playing against all the high level people that I play against. Oh my god, it kills me that I cannot okay, sorry buddy. But yeah, if I can't click, like, honestly, you cannot level somebody up strictly off of doing these 1v1s against bots. Like, you can't. you can edge them towards leveling up, but it takes forever to honestly like prestige someone up, to the point that I would be able to click. But yeah, I do want to learn these guys. Oh, I didn't realize I was going down. Not sure why I didn't drop down for either of those. Nice try, buddy. Honestly, bro. But yeah, if they don't click, then I'll most likely just go back to my Lawbringer and keep prestiging him up consistently. Okay? But tell you what, guys, if this video can get to 5 likes, then what I'll do is I will, no matter how much they don't click, I will play as each character, like both of those characters. I will get them up to prestige 1, and if one of them clicks, then I'll main them, but I have to get them both to prestige 1, so that I will have given them each a fair chance, but only if I get to level 5, if I get to 5 likes, because if not, I'll probably only level these guys up like a couple of levels, and then forget about them, go back to my Lawbringer. But hopefully, I really hope that the Highlander is exactly what I want, like with the perfect mixture of unblockables and mix-ups, just like the Lawbringer. Because if the Highlander is similar to the Lawbringer, with his unblockables and combos and stuff, then I will be a happy person, and I will main Lawbringer. Oh wow, I actually got that through. I thought since he was shooting the assassin, she'd be dodging. But yeah, so yeah, I'll main him if he is similar enough to the Lawbringer and really badass with his combos. But and then for the Gladiator, what it will take for me to main him is his punch needs to work just like the way the Lawbringer's shove works. The way it closes combo, like the shove, it opens up so many possibilities for the Lawbringers. Like if you're a Lawbringer and you don't use shove, then honestly either you're failing or you are unbelievably ridiculously amazing at the game, because like shove, it opens up so many chances. Like you can win without using shove, like using parries and stuff to get, like, here, that combo right there, like that's light heavy heavy combo. But like if you're getting beat on and like they swing once, you dumb fuck, then you can end their combo with a shove, and with two heavies later, oh shit, 2 heavies later, oh my god, 2 heavies later you have an unblock, well, a heavy later, you press the heavy button again, it's unblockable, and you're good. Like, and shove can also open things up for the long arm. It can open things up for a guard break, like all that fun stuff. So if I want shove to work just I want the the Gladiator's shove to punch move to work just like the shove of the Lawbringer. If that happens, then I'll likely main him, especially if he feels like a Spartan to me, and his lore trailer is good. As long as the lore trailer is good for either one, which I imagine it will be, there's a good chance I'll give him a try. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry if this went on a little longer than I expected. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.